Yes, we did it, boys! The Toronto Maple Leafs have officially qualified for the NHL playoffs, and man, what a way to get it done. A 4-2 victory over the Pittsburgh Penguins in the second last game of the season. I was having horrible flashbacks of previous Toronto collapses, the Hurricanes in 2002, the Ron Wilson goof-ups, the Brian Burke 18-wheeler off the cliff, and of course, who could forget 2013 Game 7 in Boston? But this is why last night was so legendary. Just think of the story being told here. A once struggling franchise completely changed their ways in just under 2 years. Now the team is young, skilled, full of hope, and playoff bound. And the ending to last night's game, my goodness, a third period comeback and our first overall pick, the Rookie of the Year, Austin Matthews, that's right, I'm calling it. He scores his 40th goal of the season with 3.4 seconds left to send the Leafs back into the playoffs. 3.4 seconds left. I mean, you can't write this stuff. But it wasn't just the Leafs' next captain who stepped up. How about Curtis McElhinney and his huge save on Sidney Crosby in the final minute to keep the lead? Or how about James Van Riemsdyk and his incredible hand-eye coordination to tie the game early? How about Nazem Kadri having his first 30-goal season? How about the fact that the Leafs have 3 of the top 4 rookies in the league? Hell, they have 5 of the top 13 rookies. Matthews, Nylander, Marner, Connor Brown, Nikita Zaitsev. The point is that it's been a long time coming for the Toronto Maple Leafs, but we finally are now pointed in the right direction. And you know, it all started with the Phil Kessel trade, which sent the former Leaf star to Pittsburgh in exchange for Kasperi Kapanen and other assets that led to Frederik Andersen. And how cool is it that Kapanen gets his first NHL goal to tie the game in the third against the team that drafted him to get his new team, or to help get his new team, into the freaking playoffs. That trade ended up working out for great for both teams. Phil helped the Pens win the Cup last year, and the assets that the Leafs received for Phil helped us get into the playoffs this year. So boys, girls, Leaf fans, I can tell you this, I've been watching the blue and white for quite some time now, and like I said earlier, the sting from Arthur's freaking Urbe and the Carolina Hurricanes in 2002 still haunts me. But this team is different. We don't have a roster full of veterans, over-the-hill players refusing to retire. No, this is a young, skillful team that is hungry for success. So, you know, it may not be this year. It may not be next year. But I believe I will see a Stanley Cup in Toronto during the Mike Babcock / Austin Matthews / Mitch Marner / William Nylander era, okay? It's an exciting time to be a Leaf fan, so make sure you appreciate it. Only once in a lifetime does your hometown team look like this. Man, I cannot wait for that future. But that doesn't mean I've given up on this year. A point tonight and the Leafs get the Battle of Ontario for round 1 and can avoid the Metro until round 3, unless it's the New York Rangers in round 2, right? But that's still huge. The Battle of Ontario, baby. We can easily beat those hacks and pigeons from Ottawa. So if we got to face Ottawa, I think that's good news. If we got to face Washington, that might be an extermination of the young Leafs in round number 1, a 4-game sweep. But either way, it doesn't matter. We got to the playoffs. We got playoff hockey in Toronto, so I'm pumped. But I'm not going to make any predictions at all for the playoffs, boys. I don't want to jinx it. I almost jinxed us for 2017, not doing it again. So I'm going to put the question to you guys. How do you feel about the young Toronto Maple Leafs? What are their chances in the playoffs? If they face Ottawa in round number 1, how far can they go? If they face Washington in round number 1, how far can they go? And how about that captaincy? Does Austin Matthews just deserve it? Should we just slap the C on his jersey for the playoff run? I'm starting to think it. 40 goals in his rookie season. And I thought Phil Kessel was a goal scorer. My God, 40 goals as a 19-year-old. So boys, let me know, and I'll see you in the playoffs. Fuck yeah. Be sure to check out our website, 2bcsports.com, where the hockey talk continues. Find myself and others in the live interactive chat, or dive into the active forums to talk about sports and gaming. You can also find us on Twitch, where the live streams come to life.